Welcome to Dev Diary number 4 for Clockworks Framework. Today I'm going to go over the character creation flow as I've created it so far. We'll be going over some of the information that I've gone over before very briefly. There's also a few new systems to introduce, new parts that I haven't shown off yet, and we'll get right into it. So, transitioning over. First, just like any other role-playing game, when you want to create a character, you want a general concept. Pretty standard. You figure out what it is that you want to play for the game. Once you have that concept in your mind, you'll then choose your clan. The clans I've gone over before, you have the Archons, Valors, Devas, Afridi, Elrisai, Fairy, Garuda, Kitsune, Protean, Scylla, Spectre, and Tempest. You will choose a tier 1 mutation or ability from them, and you will also record your base attributes and affinity. So you have your Dex, Strength, Luck, Endurance, Intelligence with a light affinity. Going over to the character sheet, you would put those base attributes here in their corresponding boxes. Resistances are over here on the right. You have Dark, Light, Fire, Water, Electricity, Ice, Earth, Air, Acid, Poison. You can notate them in however way you want, just so that you understand it. I generally take a stance of writing it with one number colon a base number. So if you were taking half damage, I would write 2 colon 1. So for every 2 damage incoming, I take 1. You could also just write 1 half. If you have plus 2 resistance, it would be a quarter or a third. And then in opposite, I would write like 1 colon 2. For every 1 damage incoming, I take 2. That's double damage. You could write double or times 3, however you decide to do it. That's just easy for me to think of damage and then damage received, damage taken. So 2 colon 1, 2 damage received, 1 damage taken. Just how it makes sense in my brain. And that's the first part. The second part is you choose your guild. Very similar. You'll go into the guilds. You will record your skills. So you can choose assassins, bards, cooks, gladiators, mechanics, pilots, servants, summoners, healers, hunters, investigators, and librarians. And when you go into them, you'll see your skills at the top. They denotate where they have to go. So like choose 1 body fighting skill, choose 9 skills, 2 in body, 2 in mind, 2 in senses, and 3 of any of the sub-attributes. You choose 4 masteries, and then you get your knowledges. Looking at the character sheet, you record those down here. So if you have a body fighting skill, you put that here. If it's only proficient, you fill in the first dot. If you have mastery, you fill in the second dot. And then when you have your skills filled out, you have extra skills lines over here in case you need more, but once you get those filled out, you then go up to your sub-attributes and notate the score in them. So if you have 3 body skills, and one of them is a mastery, that's 4 motes filled. So you would come up here to body, and you would put the word number 4, and that is your sub-attribute. And I just go over a lot of that here. If you need skill suggestions, I have a basic list that I use. You don't have to use this exactly, they're just suggestions. I use an example that if you're a mechanic and you want you want bonuses to forage, but you don't want to use the forage skill, you could call it scrounging. These are just suggestions. You want to be something hyper specific, you can. That may give you bonuses to that particular check, but it may not help you in broader checks. Just depends. You obviously discuss those interactions with your storyteller, GM. Then you will choose boons and banes. Close the windows real quick. Boons and Banes. This has not been fully developed yet, but essentially they're just minor abilities that you use to augment your character. You could be fast, you could be hardy, you could have keen eyes, which give you bonuses to search checks. You could have extra SP to start. You can end up with negatives like mule-headed, which intelligence is counted as 0 when gaining bonus knowledge skills for your chosen guild. So everyone gets bonus knowledge skills when they choose their guild. You just wouldn't get any if you take this. This is a very brief list. This is not built out, but just to give the idea of kind of boons or banes you can take when creating a character. After you choose your boons and banes, you then spend rank points. Rank points, you start off with 4 when you create a character, and you gain 1 um, every time you rank up in either your clan or your guild. So at the end, you will end up with 22 total rank points. So you start at rank 2, so that's 2 rank points right there. You get 2 bonus rank points, and then for every rank you get up to rank 10 of each, you get an additional rank point. You can spend them. Some can only be spent at character creation. Some are limited on character creation, so you can gain a permanent wound, you can gain an automatic success to an attack, but it is only you only have max of 1 during rank 2 character creation, a basic character creation. You can gain you can gain 1 automatic damage as well to all attacks you make, but again that's max 1 during rank 2 character creation. You can flip 2 attribute points. This can only be taken when creating a character. So if you want to be a certain clan, but you don't like their attribute set, you can flip 2 of them, and you can use this up to 4 times if you want, but it's only usable during character creation. You can also change your base resistance. So if you don't like the affinity that your clan has, you can use a rank point to switch that out with any affinity you like that fits what you're trying to create. You can spend 2 rank points to gain additional skill. You can spend 2 to get additional knowledge. You can gain 10 SP. And these first life, third life, fourth life, I'll go over at the end. They are only on character creation abilities. For 3 rank points, you can gain an additional skill mastery. You can gain a style slot. You can gain a spell slot. And then for 4, you can gain a teaching off another guild tree, or a technique off another guild tree. And then for 8, you can gain a mastery off another guild tree if you really want to save up. But those do have restrictions. They can you have to be rank 10 overall. So not rank 10 in any guild or clan, but you could be rank 5 and 5. But you can maybe I'll change that. Thinking on the spot. I'll come back to these ones at a later time. I do want to make it available, but I'm not sure I want to have this required rank restriction anymore. It's already very costly, so yeah, that might change. I will keep this though. That requires good rapport and good reason with the clan or guild that you want to pull that skill from. The 4-star one here at the bottom, it can only be purchased once, and can only be purchased after reaching rank 16. It is a mastery off a guild tree, so it is something you'd only get at rank 10. So it is very powerful, but it also costs 8 levels of rank points, or essentially 8 levels of rank points to get. You also have the first life, second life, and third life. This is upon creation if you really want to make a different kind of character. First life is you gain a tier 1 mutation of any ability from another clan. You are part of both clans, but can only progress through your main clan. You are treated as 1 rank higher when gaining. I'm going to change favor in this sense. So there's a favor, which is the luck-related skill. I'm going to change the clan progression to standing. So when gaining standing in your clan and its situations where your clan is involved, making it harder to rank up. Third life um, is you gain a second tier, tier 2 mutation uh, from another clan. You are again a part of both clans, but only progress to your main, and you are treated as 2 ranks higher when gaining standing in your clan and in situations where your clan is involved, making it harder, of course, to rank up, just like first life. Fourth life, gain 2 tier 2 mutation or abilities from your other clans. Fourth life is kind of a feared individual, um, because they have very strong blood between 2 separate clans. Um, you are treated as 4 ranks higher for gaining favor in your clan, but you do start off with those 2 extra mutations. That would cost to make a fourth life character. You would be spending all of your creation ranks on that. Um, and for these specifically, it's a good idea to talk with your storyteller or GM to make sure you're on the same page, because it does make getting standing with your clan a lot harder, and having those extra mutations can be very powerful starting off. They can throw off some balance when the GM uh, is crafting encounters, social or combat. Once you've spent your rank points, and again, this chart may get expanded upon a little bit, and there may be more added to it. Some things may switch between ranks and how much they cost, but this is a resource you will get every time you level up in addition to your clan and guild abilities. You'll also get these rank points that you can spend to further modify your character and make them unique for you. We already went over recording your sub attributes. It's put here in the setup because you can get more skills from your rank points. But once you have those final skills and masteries on your character sheet, you will be able to record what your sub attributes are. After that, you record your wounds, which is 4 times your endurance. So whatever your main attribute endurance is, you multiply that by 4, and that's how many wounds you have default. Rank points can increase that, of course. You record your encumbrance, which is your endurance plus your strength. You record your defense value, which is your int, luck, and dex. This 2x here, that is going to be deleted, actually. There was a point when that was multiplied by 2, but it is no longer. It's just your int, luck, and dex is your base defense value. Added those all up. You record your boost movement, which is 30 feet. Some clans can give bonuses to that. Your boons and banes and such can give bonuses to that. So it's just 30 plus whatever you've chosen above. Then you get into your styles. I'll show these off. I showed a few in Dev Diary 03, but I'll show off the ones that I have. You do get a style slot that you can fill upon creation if you want. You just gotta figure out how your character learned that style, but you can fill it in if you'd rather go through some play and gain a style naturally through gameplay. You can do that as well. This is a selection of ones I've created. They are something that you and your GM can easily create on your own as well if you want a custom one. But I will have ones that are in for you to choose from if you just want to pick one right off away. There hopefully will be a few more than this, but this is what I've got so far. You have Berserker, you have Cleric, you have Courtesan, Drunken Master, Duelist, Fashionista, Freebooter, Shield Bearer, Showboater, and Skittish. Some of these are pure combat, some of these are more for social encounters, but they are just things you can choose. They help you navigate through different scenarios. They have abilities that you can spend soul points on. So it's just a way to help modify and create the character that you want to create. giving you some extra abilities that you may find useful in different scenarios. Magic, you don't start off with a spell slot. You can gain spell slots. Um, Again, magic there's the 4 guild spells: Seal, Summon, Healing Touch, and Phase Jump. Those are ranked 0 to 5. You learn the spell, and you technically have access to all the ranks, but you are limited in what you can actually utilize based on how much soul points you have, which is, once again, brought this up in an earlier dev diary. It's like your mana pool soul points are, but it also can be used on physical abilities, not just magic abilities. But anyway, so those are the 4 guild spells. There are 32 lost spells. If you choose 32 lost spells, the only thing you gain access to is the rank 0. Upon reaching rank 4 in your guild or clan, you can get access to ranks 1 and 2 via Suila Loon, the City of the Bards guild. But you are also able to go out and explore the world to try to learn more spells, more ranks of the spell. However, they are not called the lost spells for nothing. It will be perilous, dangerous. You will have to go to remote areas, encounter mythical beasts. They're lost spells for a reason. So, if you want to learn those above rank 0, you will have to put in some effort in game. Then there's background aspects. I have not built this out yet, but it is another thing that helps you modify your character to be more unique for yourself. Your motivations. This is not a system of the game. This is just you deciding for yourself that what motivates your character. Create a backstory. Step 9. I know every player wants to do this, but it does help many players get in tune with their character by giving them some history, working with their dungeon master, their game master, their storyteller, to figure out where they exist in the world, what they've been up to before the game starts, and where their headspace is at as the game begins. So you combine those motivations and you take that backstory, and you've got a pretty strong understanding of who you are and what your goals are. The next thing you would do is you would buy weapons. These just got recently recreated. So we'll take a look at weapons. So these are your weapons. There's a lot in here. You've got daggers, you've got falchions, you've got great swords, you've got sabers, you have warhammers, you have maces, you have lances, you have scythes, you have whips, you have hand blades, you have war fans, you have plated arm shields, you have kite shields, and then ranged weapons. You've got great bows, you've got heavy crossbows, you've got tomahawks, you have chakrams, and then you have some of the scylla weapons, like the chain blaster or the arrow jet sprayer. Lots and lots of weapons, 4 per page, 18 pages, lots of weapons to choose from. And inside there, they have a lot of different effects. So if you use a weapon unskilled, you get a penalty to your hit successes. If you are proficient, you get a small bonus. If you are a master, you get a larger bonus. They give you bonuses to your defense if you take a particular defensive stance. So with the dagger, you get 5 defense when in the dodge stance. There's a lot of extra numbers around here, these WC-Ps. That is, for me, that means nothing to the player. It's my balancing, rough balancing calculation. Is it perfect? No, but you can ignore these WC-Ps and bold numbers. Then you go into the damages. You got base damage 2 plus dex. Variable damage is d4. Variable damage dice is 2. So your total damage is 2 plus dex plus 2d4. And then they get traits. This one has quick and offhand. These are action traits. And then it's regular traits, this is light melee and blade. These are these have abilities that I'll show off. These are more for so you understanding what they are. Some of them do have effects like two-handed, heavy melee. This does increase the static damage to add again, so 1 plus strength becomes the damage for those types. But for the most part, it just tells you, what kind of weapon it is. So like this Great Falchion is a heavy melee. It's curved. It is two-handed, and it is a blade. Just descriptors that can be used to help narrate when you're attacking with such things. Again, while there are shields in here, these types of shields, the tower shield, the kite shield, the plated arm shield, the shield gauntlet, the buckler, these are considered weapons in this world. They do give you large defense buffs. So the buckler gives you 7 to block, the tower shield gives you 9 to block. And but you can use them to bash. You can deal damage with them. And these shields do override. So normally your main arm is the only one that can. Your dominant arm is the only one that you can use your defense bonus on. But because of the shield trait, it allows you to supersede that with a shield. So you can use the shield gauntlet 6 parry or the plated arm shield 7 lock if you would like. Again, those particular things don't make a whole lot of sense, but I will be doing a really deep dive on weapons and combat in another Dev Diary here soon. So, going back over, the next thing you can choose is... Oh, I didn't link that. Oh, I know how to get there. Go back to the core rulebook. We're going to go to equipment. And we are going to go to armor. Armor's here. Armor. So armor is equipped per part of your body. You can mix and match. They have encumbrance values. Encumbrance, like you noticed, is only a few of your stats to calculate. It is your endurance plus strength. There are other things that can be added into that, but base it's endurance plus strength. So things have a weight and encumbrance value of either fractions or full numbers. You're not going to be going like, oh, I have 17 ounces on me. No, it'll be 1/4, 1/2, 1, 2, and then you add those up until it exceeds your encumbrance value, just to make it a little bit easier. Not be calculating, oh, I have 15 pounds of coins on me and 1 pound of arrows. It's encumbrance value 1 for your quiver with arrows. It is encumbrance value 1 per piece to wear, what is it, the chainmail, I think. Oh, chainmail is only 1 encumbrance on the chest and legs. Arms, hands, and feet are 0 encumbrance. So, like I said, you can wear these piecemeal if you'd like. They do give you different bonuses. If you wear a whole set, you do get large bonuses. So, piecemeal leather, if you wear the entire thing, you get +1 difficulty to called shot. When you're making a called shot attack. You got a lot of different things in here. They give you wounds, so like gear meal gives you gear mail. Right? I already have that. Yeah, there we go. Don't know why I put that like that. Another live correction. Bad spelling. Gear mail gives you 20 wounds, and it gives you per. That's how you get to the 20, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, basic. And this is important because if something gets sundered, if someone sunders your chest piece and it's not repaired, you're not getting those wounds. So it is important to keep a track of that. And then you do the encumbrance value for these things and their cost. If you just bought it, obviously some characters can create it. And you get a set bonus of +1 difficulty to called shot when someone's hitting you with a called shot. There's other things in here. Pack Mule's gear. It increases your max encumbrance by 5. It only has 3 pieces in it. Ghost gear, chest and legs. It gives you a -1 difficulty to stealth checks. Devout's garb. It gives you a -1 difficulty to meditation checks. Excuse me. And again, meditation checks are those checks that allow you to regain your soul points a bit faster. So there's just a lot of different things you can choose in here. They give you different bonuses. Some give you wounds, some give you defense. Mostly, though, it's either wounds or a special ability. Or a bonus. After that, you will choose a shield. These are your extra wound pools, essentially, that can recharge. There are heavy shields, there are balanced shields, there are versatile shields. There are some that are special, so like the base balance shield has 20 structure. It has a recharge of 2 per hour, or probably change those to scene. This shield has 2 pack slots, which are chemical creations that you can use to boost or break down shields. If you want to like try to slide one into someone else's shield, helps remove structure from their shield. And there are special versions of them that cost more. Like the Striker is a balanced shield. It has 24 structure. It recharges 2 structure per time period. It has 1 charm slot. It has 2 pack slots. The shield ignores the first 2 damage dealt in a round and gives opponents attacking an additional -1 to their final attack rolls. So if they attack you once, they get that -1. The second person will not take that those negatives. So lots of different shields you can choose from. Generally, you'll start off with a base shield of the type that you are going after, and then later on you'll be able to upgrade into some of these more powerful shields. These may get rebalanced, these may get reworded. As you can see, there's stuff that I put in here that's no longer in use that I haven't deleted yet. But there are 3 different types of shields. You got your heavy shields. They have balanced shields and versatile shields. Because I mentioned them in there, I will go over charms. Charms are sometimes your shield can have charm slots, which allow you to equip these. So like Calming Charm helps you with SP recovery. Alluring Charm can help you with social checks. They're just minor buffs that you can have, but they do get pretty expensive depending on when used, and they are not generally a hidden thing. They're pretty obvious that you're using them. So even if they do give you a buff, sometimes they can actually work against you, like the social one. Some people, it'll help you with checks. Some people that are really aware will notice it, and it will work against you because they're aware that you're trying to influence them. But they're not illegal or anything. Some of them are technically black market. But for the most part, these are things that you can just pick up if someone in a city or town has the ability to make them, and there are things you can equip to your shield if you have the slots on your shield for it. Going back to weapons for a second, there are some special stuff. A lot of this has been reworded or being reworded. So like there's flowing on some weapons. Each successful hit makes the next easier. this is going to get reworded. This is no longer functional, but quick is. You get a free offhand attack. Offhand halves the offhand penalty by an amount equal to offhand. So if you have offhand 1, it reduces the offhand penalty by 1. This is old wording, but it will reduce by the number next to offhand. Pierce, if you hit a combat actor and you deal damage to their shield, this takes a portion of the damage and does it to their wounds through the shield. So you deal, you have Pierce 2, you did like 10 damage in one attack, 6 of that goes on the shield, 4 that goes on their wounds. Just lets you pierce through the shield a little bit and deal damage directly to their wound pool. But as far as it goes, that is the general setup for character creation. That is how you would go about creating a new player character within Clockworks framework. Again, there's a lot of stuff in here that's still being, figured out. Got to rework some of those weapons. Got to eventually figure out some of those background aspects. Going to be making more boons and banes over time. If anyone has any suggestions, I'd be definitely more than happy to hear them. Always open to feedback and thoughts. But as far as it goes, that's pretty much the full run through on character creation, how it works. So once again, if you have any thoughts or feedback, let me know. And until next time.